across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Giants. On the Washington sideline is head coach Dan Quinn. These guys are playing extremely well, 8-2 over their last 10. On the other side, Giants head coach Brian Daboll. His guys coming off their byes, so they should be. So here are the Commanders making their way out. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the young man from Clemson.
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose. But boy, it's a fun 24 when you win the game. And you win NFC Offensive Player of the Week, isn't it?
Absolutely. Across midfield, he's on his way. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
I think what we're seeing from him means the future has arrived, because I think most teams are looking for that hybrid running back. The guy who can run it, of course, but who can catch it as well. And those catching skills, exactly.
The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now 2nd and 9. Now Daniels. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. The Washington offense set to take over again. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Now he's loose at the 40. To the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He's showing the different ways he can hit you in this first quarter. 1 rushing, 1 receiving touchdown.
He's showing us he's not just a stereotype, isn't he? Not just a guy who carries the ball in the backfield, can get out into space, make plays with his hands downfield.
The Commanders' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now.
Ready.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down inside the 15 he goes.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Washington 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Left, ready, right.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
On the jump.
2nd and 9. And Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. just inside the 5 to about the 4.
Gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, they're going to run for it here. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
No gain.
Commanders preparing for their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
191 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Right back to him on first down. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first. Commanders back out late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. They'll start on the ground here on first down. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
First down, Washington.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Some strong running at the 20. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Give him 9 yards there on what will be the final play of this first half. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got it.
And he loses the football a second time. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Now a handoff as they run left side. There he goes again. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Commanders take a 3-touchdown lead. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's go, next.
Second and 8.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trailed big here to begin quarter number 4. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They'll try and run some clock. And oh, my goodness, he loses it again. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there.
The Washington offense set to take over. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Check. Ready.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now he's loose again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 46 yards. And the Commanders are closing in on win number 10. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
The Commanders' game is over, but his work isn't done yet. There are a lot of players and groups people have questions about, but this week, he's the only one who gets to answer. It's on to a new week for Washington, and next on the schedule are the Eagles. Against a defense terrified of the deep shot, running backs could feast underneath.
Tag. Liking 18. Ready, ready. Let's go. Hup. Here we go. Shot. Get up. Come on. Set. Check go. Here we go. Hut, hut.
EA Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. Today, longtime foes square off in the NFC East, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Commanders. On the Philly sideline, there's head coach Nick Sirianni. These guys have really hit their stride, winners in 7 of their last 9. On the other side, Commanders head coach Dan Quinn. His guys ready to... Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the young man from Clemson.
Big-time performance last week, no doubt about it. He won NFC Offensive Player of the Week. You think he turned it into a T-shirt? Might be wearing it under his jersey today?
Ironically, he was saying, "What? Wait, I I do win." I was like, come on, he won that award. He was really, really good.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Bronco switch.
Now a first carry here for their running back. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 3rd down and 13. To the air goes Daniels. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Check that.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Bronco 80.
Hands it off out of the gun. Brought down that time by Nolan Smith.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Panther 60, Panther 6, Cougar 19, go!
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 1-yard gains are trending, the same result. Look at Washington as they come onto the field. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Daniels. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Daniels looking to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Cougar 19.
Washington, 1st down.
Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the Eagles' 33-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Down inside the 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders get a late score here, the final minute of the 1st half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his... The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this 3rd quarter. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the 2nd half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. You know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some 1st downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Loose inside the 30, inside the 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. Since emerging from the locker room at intermission, he's looked pretty sharp, hasn't he?
He's running in this 3rd quarter like he got the orange slices at the half.
Oh, yeah.
You remember when we were kids?
He got the orange slices, not the carrot stick.
Oh, boy.
There was always that mom, wasn't there?
There's always that mom. Wasn't yours, wasn't mine. All right? They bought the carrot sticks. But this guy, orange slices, I've been reading the circus tablet, watching the defenses, and he's made some nice adjustments.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
At the 47-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
From the
5.
47, it's 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. You and I have talked about it before, but what about the year this guy's had on the ground? You come in as a rookie and in the discussion as MVP.
And people have always told me, running back, one of the easiest positions to break in, but not to this level. If you're talking MVP, that means he's had a sensational season.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Robinson on the stop. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd.
To throw is Daniels. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Here's Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Commanders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 217 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Faster.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's
just a little ways east from the nation's political arena. We're in a much different type of arena here. Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. Today, a couple of rivals from the NFC East squaring off. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. The Commanders and this running back headed back out for a new series. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Ready.
They give it to him again. Crosses midfield, still going. Along the right sideline, there's space. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come.
The Commanders and their running back about to get back to work. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Unlock line. Unlock line.
Now give left side. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They've invested some early touches in him, Brock, and the returns so far, I'd say very promising.
Kate, I told you the story before, but it was the same play 18 plays in a row. You know, I was really good with that, clipboard on the sidelines. 18 plays in a row. Peyton ran the same play. If you can't stop it, keep calling.
And this one doesn't go far. Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He takes it down to the 33. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Alert! Alert! Here we go. Go!
Going to the ground again on first. Quite the turnaround these last two plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Back to the well again. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football and defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this.
Okay,
Commanders ball as we get back for the second, and they're thinking points.
Ready.
They'll run now on second down. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game.
I just love seeing the approach of this entire offense, not settling for anything. Yeah, this running back, he's finding the end zone through the running lanes. But let's give a tip of the cap to the big boys up front because they are setting the tone. 2 drives, 2 rushing touchdowns.
Commanders back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. Second and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Back gets the handoff. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
60 vices, 60 vices. Let go.
From the gun, it's Daniels. That's McLaurin on the quick slant. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
The Commanders returning their offense and this running back to the field. They're up by 7. We'll see if they choose to just rest on that going into halftime.
Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Daniels has him on the quick hitter. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. He's going to tuck it and run. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. On first down, here's Daniels. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
To number 21. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. He'll try and run this. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. So we have a... And with no... The Commanders and this running back headed back out for a new series. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
Ready?
Now Daniels to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. Let's see what they went with on third down.
A 7-yard ball.
Daniels back to throw. And they catch him just in time to prevent the first, but that got very close, didn't it? It's fourth and maybe a yard. Commanders back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground.
Check, Panther. Ready?
On first down, they'll run. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. All right, all set up now. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 43-yard.
Back-to-back carries here. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Another carry for him. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
Cougar 19.
Brings up third down and 9.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage. So just a lone quarter remains in our Christmas Day game. It is the Commanders with the football and a nice lead, too, as they try to finish off this win. All right, here we go. Second down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on third and 11. Another drop. The last two plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force the Commanders returning their offense and this running back to the field. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here.
Ready?
They'll run here on first down. Juke the defender. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be second down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. He only can get his yard here, Brock. It's going to be third down. He's back to throw. Hits his running back. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. And following the play, we've got a break in the action as the trainers head out. They had a man hurt on the play, and hopefully this doesn't affect his availability for the playoffs. First down, and they go right back to him. Again, he hits the second level. And finally, he's down at the 5-yard line. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
It's a loss of 1.
Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Back-to-back runs, stop short, and now it leaves him with a big third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Commanders leading by 6. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal.
Ready? Ready?
Here's a give straight up the middle. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Commanders go up by 12 in the fourth. Daniels details now, bringing his guys to the line, getting everyone set for this two-point attempt.
Ready?
Keeping it on the ground. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. Well, after that play training, Commanders, and this running back headed back out for a new series. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half.
Cougar 19.
With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
On the ready.
Offense to the line for second down.
Ready, ready.
From the gun, here's a handoff. He gets the first down for the Commanders, and that should get them this victory as well. So score this as a win for the Commanders. And it's a very happy holiday for these guys as they take the victory here on Christmas.
The Commanders' game is over, but his work isn't done yet. After a full season of playing together as a group, it's time to take stock of what this team has become since week 1.